Hello, welcome to this update for Europe. Let's see what's happening because we have many things going on. We have this front, spots of the UK into Ireland and also across Iberia from the remnants of some low pressure systems in the Atlantic. So the actual tropical cycle itself is in the North Atlantic. There's this cold front goes all the way down to Portugal, and then it still leaves some rains today, Sunday, spots of the UK, and later into tomorrow, Monday, we have another situation that will start happening across Spain and France. So there's a storm or two tonight across France, a few showers, nothing crazy. But then tomorrow, Monday, we'll start having some storms across northeastern Spain. So Spain and France as well, spots of southwest, southeastern Spain, and also further northeast from the remnants of the cold front. So Monday night still shows a few storms, especially like throughout northeastern Spain. And then Tuesday, it still shows some very heavy rains across the Balearic Islands and most of the Mediterranean coast of Spain Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, these storms might drift further east into the Mediterranean because of this low pressure system developing. So as the storms gather across Spain, some lower pressures, we might finally have a low pressure system developing between Spain and France into the Mediterranean Wednesday. And then this might head towards Italy on Thursday and Wednesday with some very dangerous storm, especially like Wednesday afternoon should be the time frame across Italy. Then Wednesday this goes and Thursday still shows a few storms across the Adriatic Sea and the Balkans and across Italy still shows on Thursday. This goes and then Friday the 12th, already clear. But this changes every single day, so tomorrow something different might happen. But this just like the main forecast. So there's the GFS 2 shows Monday, those storms across northeastern Spain and southern France. And shows like Tuesday, this goes, and the bigger storms across Spain and also northern Africa and Algeria to Morocco Tuesday. And then the GFS also has a 1008 millibar low pressure heading towards Italy on Wednesday. So this goes and might affect Central Europe as well. So shows like a few storms across Austria, Czech, into Germany too on Thursday. And then like this goes. So please be aware that this is coming, especially because let's see the icon here to compare. It shows Sunday, a shower through across France, but especially Monday across northeastern Spain and France. This starts building Monday afternoon, a few storms like central northeastern Spain, and then Monday night still shows. And like, especially to Tuesday, the heavy, especially across the Balearic Islands, Tuesday, but also in the coast of Spain. So shows Tuesday morning, the icon has some storms across France, into Switzerland and Italy as well. And then to Tuesday afternoon, it still has some lower pressures across Germany with a front following it. So to Tuesday afternoon, the icon already forms this low pressure in the Mediterranean, 1009 millibars into Wednesday across Italy, and does lower to 1005. So we might need to watch this for some very strong, dangerous storms as this goes towards the Balkans Wednesday and Thursday. So please monitor the situation. There's the accumulation, the European model. It does have across Spain some 20 to 50 millimeters, especially in the islands, some 64. So be careful of localized flooding, especially because of some are dangerous storms. And it shows more across southern Spain as well, a few areas, the northern coast, some rain. but this might get more dangerous as it heads towards Italy next week. Some 1,160 millimeters in a few areas. Shows even close to Austria, 122, possibly to Slovenia. So please monitor this and across the west coast as well, near Naples, but just north of it, 160 millimeters, 77 in Naples. So there's the GFS. The GFS is kind of calm. It shows like some dangerous storms too, but in terms of accumulation, less than the European. It shows some 84 in northern Italy. That's already quite a lot. It shows more the islands of Spain. There's the icon shows across Spain. And then this goes into the islands, some storms northern Algeria to Tunisia as well. Be careful there. It shows across Italy to 111 millimeters, a few areas. This might affect areas as far south as Montenegro to spots near Bosnia, Croatia on the coast. So stay safe from this system, especially because of dangerous thunderstorms. So here. There's the European model shows the Cape into Monday, the convect available potential energy across Spain, and close to 1,000 joules per kilogram a few hours. So that there's still some energy for those storms. Not tremendous, but there still is. But just because of the other dynamics of this system, there might be a few stronger storms with hail and damaging winds, especially like shows more Cape along the central Mediterranean. Then Monday into Tuesday, this thing goes towards Italy on Wednesday. Still shows a few areas along the coast, some higher Cape. And one thing I expect is a lot of lightning with those storms, especially as they cross the Mediterranean. So stay safe. And here's the wind gusts of the European. Doesn't show anything too crazy in terms of wind gusts, but the storms themselves will have some strong gusts. But it does show us this approaches Italy slightly stronger in a few areas. Wednesday into Thursday near the Adriatic Sea as well, but it doesn't show anything that impressive in terms of gusts. The icon does have some more specific spots in central Italy, in the Mediterranean too, Wednesday into Thursday. So stay safe in case of stronger gusts. So be careful, and also across those other areas of Europe that I mentioned into Germany and France, as those storms cross that front in a few spots as far east as Romania. So stay safe. Just to see it here again, there's like let's put the European icon. So she shows like Monday a storm start across Spain and France, a shower through across Germany. This goes into Tuesday. Some stronger storms maybe in Luxembourg, Belgium, across France again, and then the Balearic Islands of Spain. Then does show by Tuesday afternoon a strong line of storms across Germany. So that's possible, but it might change still. So be aware. And then by Tuesday afternoon, storms the Mediterranean and still the decaying line across Germany. And then Wednesday still shows, especially the Mediterranean there. So please monitor this situation and check for local weather alerts in your area. So be careful. Now there's the high resolution model here to see just the short range forecast for Monday, tomorrow, and also today. So here if it works, because nothing's working today. So here, let's see. I'm so sorry here. So now it worked. Sunday. Come on. So it's almost there. Let's see. Here, so now it works. So shows like today's Sundays, some showers in the UK there, especially like central northern UK, and then it does show a storm or two across southern France or Spain this afternoon. Nothing too crazy, but then it does show into Monday morning a few storms in eastern France. So be aware. And then already by Monday afternoon, show some storms the Pyrenees in Spain and also like northeastern Spain. So Monday, this goes shows by Monday night more storms in eastern France, possibly to Switzerland and Germany as well, and in Spain. So it does show some storms across northeastern Spain Monday afternoon. They try to get close to Barcelona, but this specific model one is not showing any storms right over the city. But this might change because most of the other models had rain in Barcelona Monday, so this still might change. But be aware in all of those areas because those storms can be quite strong. So stay safe and warn others. And when this map updates to show Tuesday as well, I bet you shows like, especially in the Mediterranean, some very dangerous storms. So stay safe those areas, warn others that this is coming. So still shows here some temperatures, like still mild to warmish, many spots across Central Southern Europe, especially Spain is slightly hotter, a few spots. Then Sunday, Monday shows like Northern Europe still already slightly colder, but mild still, nothing too crazy. And then especially like in the afternoon, southern Spain, spots like in France, quite warm as well, and further into southeastern Europe. And then I have no idea why the internet is horrible today, but here, let's try to see a little bit further. So, for example, let's see Tuesday morning if this updates. So yeah, now it's a completely different thing because what I showed you was in the afternoon. So now during the night, the temperatures do lower down more, especially in the UK, spots of Norway, 4 degrees during the night. Even like northern Spain, so some spots right to like 5 degrees. But like that's mainly in the mountains. At the coast, still close to 24 degrees, spots in the southern coast. But in general, slightly less hot than before. It's starting to cool down already. So Tuesday afternoon warms up in many areas, especially southeastern Europe, southern Italy, in a few areas as well. Wednesday, but there'll be those storms in the middle there to cool things down, but it's still in a few spots warmer. So be aware, those areas, especially these storms coming, warn others. Check this map here for weather alerts if you're interested as well. And there's some other links in the description for weather alerts. And if you want to join our Discord server and share images of storms and ask questions about when storms are going to come, please do. The links in the description. So stay safe, be careful. Let's just guarantee of not missing anything. So like, let's see if there's any snow accumulation, because like especially Northern Europe, across Norway, a few spots, the mountains, very isolated, but a thing or two is possible. And as you can see here in the Caucasus as well, a tiny bit of snow in the highest portions of the Caucasus, and like a centimeter or two in the Alps, but barely nothing. The thing here is one more thing that I didn't mention. It's like across Turkey, Georgia, and the Caucasus, more than 100 millimeters next 5 days possible as well. Some heavy rain there and some storms, so be careful across those areas too. The Black Sea and near the Caucasus. And going back to this snow accumulation map, when it works, it does show some in Iceland as well, especially in the high elevations there. So be aware, and this mainly it. Let's just see if this other map works again to show something So like now Sunday there's a lot of rain in Iceland and in the UK some snow as well. There'll be those storms in southern Europe, but still shows a few fronts like in the North Atlantic possible by like midweek. Still some showers in Ireland Wednesday, Thursday, and possibly the European does show that system, the storms there in the Mediterranean. The system itself, the cold front, getting as far north as Sweden and Norway by Thursday, some rain there as well. So we'll keep monitoring the situation, but be aware.